You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling podcast with attitude. When Raw, SmackDown, WWE, or AEWN, tune in to The Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show is brought to you this month by all the donators, supporters, and patrons, but especially these mega producers: Matt Rossmeyer, Nikki J. the Weed God, and SITH NEGAN. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome the now fully brand new 1 month 50 mega producer, Joe Bishop. If you're at $50 or more on Patreon, you could join the mega producers. Trigger right to your brain, I'm bust open your veins, blood spill, spraying in haze of pain. I can't believe I'm insane. Here I come, it's WrestleMania 40, taking place at a dump. You better run, WrestleMania, you cunt. I don't know. There you go, Amanda. This actually does sound like this actually, believe it or not, this actually does sound like some of the new type of theme music that WWE would use. Like, the same people that made Roman Reigns' theme would make a song that actually sounds just like this with no lyrics. That would just be like this. And here comes Big Anderson. He talked about last week coming down here on Monday Night Raw Live, and he's brought $100,000 with him to challenge some fan here in the crowd. Big Money Biff is here. The guy's name is Big Money Biff. Last week, Big Money Biff came out here and he said he would challenge anybody in this crowd to $100,000. And Big Money Biff goes around the ring and is like, maybe it's you, you know. And some guy's like, yeah, fight me, I'll come in the ring, you know. He's like, maybe it's you, maybe it's you, maybe it's you, maybe it's you. He's like, man, I don't think anybody in this crowd is worthy of challenging me, but you know what? I see some sucker up there in row 300, and I seen you looking at me, and you you might be the one. You want me to come up there and get you, bitch? And like the whole crowd screaming, and then you cut to, like, you know, someone else's music hits, and they come out and challenge him for the money, and then I would say that he wins by one of his stooges hits the guy in the nuts or something, and he keeps the $100,000. I don't know. Or you could do a 1-2-3 kid like Razor Ramon. Have Austin Theory come out, and Austin Theory challenges him, and then Austin Theory beats him and wins $100,000 because he cheats or something like that. That's fucking hilarious. So Austin Theory cheats, and then he takes the $100,000, and then he puts it in the Money in the Bank. And now not only does he have a contract, but he's got $100,000 too. So it's like actual Money in the Bank. That'd be funny. Big money Biff Busick. I miss Biff Busick. What up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. I wanted to be live earlier, as you guys know. The best time to go live for me usually is a little bit earlier than this, so it's a little bit later. So I got to be honest. I'm a little bit down. I'm a little bit aggravated that I'm live late, so I'm not going to be live long. I'm only going to be live a little bit, I think, because I don't think my patience can deal with it. As you guys saw, it only takes one thing to set Joe Cronin into the bad mood, you know? The other night on my Raw review, I was cruising, actually, and then my computer froze, and that just threw my whole night off. I was like, you know, I just became, like, completely determined to just go to sleep at that point. So, doesn't take much to make me want to die at this time. But that's the world, man. I wish I could tell you guys so much. I think you'd enjoy some of my stories. I can't tell you them now, but what I can tell you is probably in a year from now or so, I'll probably be able to tell you all the stories of what's going on right now. And you will, I think, enjoy them. I think you guys will enjoy them because it's quite a time, I'll tell you. And but let's get into it, man. I think you guys are all here. Click the like button if you can. We'll probably get to about 100 viewers at some point, probably. If you guys can, click the like button. Help me out there. What up, Bo? You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. All right, we're going to get into this. WrestleMania's in Philly. You know, I'm joking a little bit. I know some of you Philly guys out there are going to be like, what a fuck you, Boston Joe, you know? Hey, listen, we don't really like each other, but we do like each other. You know, I had some people from Philly tell me the place is a dump. So you're right. I don't mind. I actually like Philly. The Philly crowd should be good. Philadelphia has done really well at WrestleMania in the past, I think. I mean, WrestleMania 15 is a huge WrestleMania. I'm obviously jealous. I wish that WrestleMania was in Boston, especially since we got screwed out of SummerSlam. It would have been nice to get WrestleMania. I don't think that will ever. I don't think I ever believed we'd ever get WrestleMania again. The only thing that makes me think we could possibly get WrestleMania again is the fact that we do have Gillette Stadium, but again, that's not that big compared to some of these buildings. So, you know, but I guess because Stephanie McMahon and Triple H are Patriots fans, that is the only thing that keeps the hope alive for me that we could potentially have a WrestleMania. Trust me, guys, when WrestleMania 14 was announced in Boston, I could not believe it. I was like, what? Because you got to understand, right? And some of you guys do understand this. I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 years old, right? So 5 years old, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So at the age of 14 years old, it's WrestleMania 14 in Boston, my hometown. And I've spent 10 years of my life as a kid, and we all know when you're a kid, years feel like longer, you know what I'm saying? So 10 years felt like 20 years, you know. 10 years of my life, no WrestleMania ever came near Boston, you know? So I couldn't believe that we got WrestleMania 14 in Boston. I was so excited. Plus, not only was I had been watching wrestling for 10 years around WrestleMania 14, but you know, I went back and watched the ones before, and so I knew they weren't in, you know, I mean, New York, yes. I was like, yes, there'll be a WrestleMania in New York, there'll be a WrestleMania at the Sky Dome, and there'll be WrestleManias at crazy places, but they'll never have a WrestleMania in Boston. I really didn't think that would ever happen, and I was shocked, especially at the Fleet Center at the time, the Boston Garden, the Fleet Center. The Boston Garden had just been ripped down, and the new Fleet Center, soon to be TD Garden, was put up. And, of course, after WrestleMania 14, we got WrestleMania in Philly. WrestleMania 15 in Philly was a great WrestleMania, a great time, obviously. You know, I think WrestleMania 15 wasn't the greatest thing. You know, it was, when you go back and watch it, it doesn't, you know, play out as well or age as well over time. Really just Stone Cold and The Rock sticks out. there was a lot of matches shoved in there to get people on the card. And so, but it looked great. It felt good. Crowd's always good. And if you guys ever want to get into what we thought about WrestleMania 15 and those things, me and Justin, my former co-host Justin Bailey, man, we did a Remembering WrestleMania show that was amazing, I think. It's like 4 hours long of WrestleManias 1 to WrestleMania 32 or something. And it's called Remembering WrestleMania. It's part 1, part 2, and part 3. They're really good. Just check them out. I think we talked a little bit about WrestleMania 15 at those points there. I would announce these T-shirts, but Pro Wrestling, whatever they are, they don't pay me to do it, so I'm not doing it. Pro Wrestling Tees, man. Pro Wrestling Tees, feel free anytime, man. $50 a month, and I'll shout out every shirt you ever make, ever. Let's see. Yeah, you never thought you'd get a Big Four in Nashville, says Bo Knows. Yeah, exactly how I felt. And I mean, and I'm in a major city, right? I'm right near Boston. So if I didn't think we were going to get one, but, Boston's a legendary place. So isn't Nashville. So it's like, why did we not think we would get this stuff? But I definitely could see what you're saying, because WWE is more of a Northeast show, a Northeast, we're based out of the Northeast originally. So it's always home base over here. So whenever WWE isn't doing well or is struggling, the WWE always starts booking shows in the Northeast. Like, no doubt about it. House shows, whatever. If they're struggling to sell tickets all over the place in the U.S., they stick to home base because they know they'll sell in the Northeast. They know they'll sell here. Between New York and Massachusetts and New England and this area and Philly, and it goes down to Philly, really. It's Philly, New York, Boston, and New England. This area is home turf for the WWE. It always has been. It's always been Philly, New York, Boston, and Massachusetts, all of New England plus Philly and New York. Those are the original staples of the territory of WWE. So, also at the beginning of the show, you saw that I brought up the mega producers. I want to thank the mega producers. They're at $50 or more on Patreon, so thank you so much. Guys, you're beasts. I also want to say that this graphic was created the day before Todd Fair. It hasn't updated yet for some reason on there for you, Todd. I don't know why. But Todd Fair, I believe, did become a $25 producer. So it is on the graphic. I'm sorry, I did get you. All right, I apologize. Thank you, Todd. So you're on there. So the $25 producers, thank you guys. You guys are what keeps this show running all the time. Todd Fair, Kyle Thomas, Red Poison, Brian Jardine, Joe Bishop, Alan Stober, Shell, Colonel Stutters, Dion Edwards, Jake Leonard, Cold Brew Crew, Stevie O, Mike Torian, Sith Negan, 38 months in a row at $100, V-Man, Nikki J, The Weed God, Drew Bar 100, CJ Rella, Matt Rossmeyer, Alex O'Donnell, Kalel Bama, JD Venom, and of course the mega producers at the top of the show, Joe Bishop, Sith Negan, Nikki J, The Weed God, and Matt Rossmeyer. Thank you guys very much, man. So yeah, WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, WrestleMania 39 will be in Los Angeles. So I think, WrestleMania is pretty set here for the next couple of years, barring some kind of monkeypox or other pandemic-y thing or whatever they come up with next to stop fans from being in the crowd. I don't know what they'll come up with next, but who knows at this point. Oh, shit.
You all have decided to take your hard-earned money.
Whoa.
And to fund my show, to fund what I
Whoa.
do, to fund what I believe in, to fund my godly ass. JCS Army,
Duncan, donate to me. Duncan, donate to me. DWELSH, DWELSH,
acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
I'm Roman Reigns. I'm Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me.
Dude, you've got perfect timing. I just got in my car to leave work, huh?
Let's go, man. Let's go. Well, that was 10 minutes ago. I hope you're still driving. DWELSH, what's going on? Well, coincidentally, I just got home from work for my little hourly lunch break here. So, DWELSH, thank you so much, bro. I hope you have a good drive home. Be safe. Don't crash into anything. All right, you're like a vital member of Joe Cronin Show. You realize that? We can't have you getting in a car accident or anything like that. We lose DWELSH, man, this show might be over. So we better not lose you. He's one of the. It's funny. He's one of the. What would you call it? Sponsors of the show, major sponsors of the show. DWELSH. Like, think about it. DWELSH gets in a car wreck, this show could be over. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. WrestleMania 40 takes place from a Philly dump. I know, I'm just kidding, man. Although the Philly people are telling me it is a dump there. But no, I mean, it should be good. It should sound good. I am surprised. That they didn't go to someplace in New York or, go to someplace even more crazy or do something different. I am surprised that WrestleMania 40 is in Philly. That does surprise me. I would have been surprised by Philly. I would have been surprised by Boston. I would have been surprised by, I don't know. I guess where would it be? I don't know. I mean, you're gonna go back to Texas again. They were just there. I guess, maybe I thought they were gonna go. I thought maybe Madison Square Garden because that's, a thing they'd like to do there. But they've honestly they've actually grown bigger than Madison Square Garden, so they need a bigger venue than Madison Square Garden, usually. So, think about it like this. This is very interesting. When WrestleMania first launched, they could sell so many tickets that they sold out gigantic arenas, right? Up until about WrestleMania 8 or 7, right? So WrestleMania 8, they had already planned to be there at the Sky Dome, or rather at the Hoosier Dome. So in Indianapolis at the Hoosier Dome. The WrestleMania 9, they finally scaled it back because of the death threats and all the stuff that happened. They had to change location and whatever. Oh, no, that was WrestleMania 7. But you know what I mean. WrestleMania 9, they scaled it back a bit to do Caesar's Palace. WrestleMania 10, they scaled it back again. They went to MSG, right? So WrestleMania had grown to a huge arena spectacle by WrestleMania's, 6, 7, and 8. And then they scaled it back. And then they really scaled it back because they realized they couldn't fill these places the same way anymore. And that's why WrestleMania friggin' 11 took place from, Hartford, Connecticut? Awful. WrestleMania 12, finally, and they were in a fairly regular building, too, at the, the Arrowhead Pond, or where were they? I forget where they were at 12. 13 was Chicago, so they were safe there by going to the Rosemont Horizon, or whatever it's called now. WrestleMania 14, they were safe again, Boston, right? So because of the bad years, right, the bad WWF years, which I would call, so they had really bad business from WrestleMania 8 till about WrestleMania 12 or 13. Yeah, from about WrestleMania 8 to 13, they didn't do very well, right? WWE did not do well. But WrestleMania 8 did emanate from the Hoosier Dome, but that was based off of the prior success, right? They had booked that building when they were kicking ass, right? And they had to have Hogan there to really sell that place. And, by WrestleMania 9, things had dropped dramatically, and certainly by WrestleMania 10, and then Hogan was gone. So, yeah, things fell out from underneath them. But we are at a point right now where things are starting to fall out as well. We're over the past couple of years, and I'm talking about before the pandemic, but certainly now because of the pandemic stuff. They're having trouble filling 70, 80, 90,000. If they continue on the growth that they had years ago, they would be able to try to sell out 100,000 seats somewhere. But they're not going to do that now. So you're not going to do 100,000 seats now. So when you book a place for 70,000 seats, you're likely to sell 30, 40, or 50,000. You're not going to sell 70,000 now. So that's the thing, is how close are we to WrestleMania going back to a regular building, And they don't want to do that. They almost are at the point where they don't want to go back ever to smaller buildings and regular buildings. They see WrestleMania as a super spectacle, and they should be at a giant place like that. They want that. They want a Super Bowl type of atmosphere and type of situation. They don't want to take a step back into a regular building or a building that holds under 30,000 people ever again. So they're going to fight like hell to keep at least WrestleMania at these giant arenas. And, you know, even if logistically normally it wouldn't make sense, WrestleMania, the cities pay for this stuff sometimes. You know, these places will be given to them. Here, you can have the building. We're not gonna charge you for the building. You know, where normally the WWE would have to rent out a building for SummerSlam or rent out a building. Although SummerSlam recently has come up, but you know what I'm saying. If the WWE loses the value though, and they start to not be able to sell 100,000 tickets, and they can only sell 30,000 tickets, you know, these buildings aren't going to be coming out of the woodwork to beg for WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, certainly I could go over to Philadelphia. I'm not that far away. But, like I said, I'm kidding. You know, we're making a joke out of it. Philly's going to be a great crowd. It's going to be a great time, I think. As far as a viewer experience, I wouldn't go there. You know, I don't know Philadelphia that well. But based on the news, I'm not going to go. So you guys have fun. Get murdered. But no, it'll be a great time, man. There's a lot of great fans in Philly are awesome because they're whacked out, just like people over here. You know, I think Boston has turned into more of a Pittsburgh type of place. Boston is more like Pittsburgh now than Philly. Back in the 80s and even in the 90s and the 80s, Boston and Philadelphia were very similar. They were filled with blue-collar, crazy people who were rabid about their sports teams. But I would say that Boston has sort of transitioned into this more Pittsburgh-like area where we're a little bit more softer now. Certainly, we still have some of the old Boston grit, we do, but a lot of it is turned into this new, you know, sort of like sparkly, shiny feeling. It's different than it used to be. So the old grit of Boston isn't really there, but I think Philly still has that for the most part, I think. Philly still has that grit, man. Go look at the crime. It's still got the grit in Philly. That's why you got gritty. That's why they got gritty. It makes sense. See? That's why Philly got gritty. You know what I mean? Mark Milano says, Joe, the LINC is South Philly, which doesn't have nearly as much crime as the other parts. Come to town, I'll show you around. Daddy. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I'm just kidding around, man. I don't know Philly. I know there's bad parts. I know there's good parts. It's just like any other place. You know, Boston has Roxbury is the worst place in Boston if you want to go to Roxbury or Lynn or something like that. But no, I had people on Twitter tell me this place was a dump too, but I think they were kidding. But they're from Philly. But I'm kidding, man. I don't think Philly. You know, this is going to be a good experience. You know, this is a legit WWE wrestling town, city, whatever, and people from all around the world are going to come. So it's going to be a good time in Philly. Like I said, it's more gritty than I expected. I expected them to go to some, oh, we're going here or there. Like, this is going to be better than L.A. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Philadelphia, like, it's going to be some crazy-ass wrestling fans there. You know, it's not going to be L.A. L.A. is going to be, oh, my God, bro, there's going to be like 1 million celebrities. Everyone's going to get a ticket from their boss and their work. It's going to be all these snot-nosed, white-collar fucks. Directors, producers, musicians from the area. I mean, dude, the Los Angeles show is going to be fucking boring compared to this. So that's why I'm joking. You know, Philly dump. Say what you want. It's going to be ruckus. You know, compared to L.A. You know what I mean? But yeah, Philly. I mean, I'm not kidding about that. Philly might actually be a dump, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's going to be as good.
Let's get gay, I want that gay in my face.
Oh my God!
Gay. Let's get gay, it's a party.
Jim Drake!
I love gays,
I love gays.
I want gays, I'm not straight. I want gay, I want that gay up in my face. Let's get so gay, and I love gays in my face.
Excited that Mania 40 will be in the Northeast area. Wish it was in New York.
Right.
Do you think that after Mania 40 WWE will have a new top superstar instead of Roman Reigns, and if so, who would it be?
Man, I hope so, Tim. That is the question that we've been, I think, talking about for a long time. I'm going to put that up because that is the top donation of the stream. Let me go back to that again. Do you think WWE will have a top superstar instead of Roman, and if so, who will it be? You know, if I was WWE, that'd be the goal, right, Tim? I agree. If I'm WWE, I'm working my ass off to try to find the magic of a new Hulk Hogan, of a new John Cena, of a new whatever. Something bigger than Roman Reigns for sure, right? Yo, drop them rainbows in the chat, guys. Listen, you guys know we're no SJWs here. We're not social justice warriors here, nothing like that. But I do support my LGBTQ friends and everything. We will not acquiesce to your bizarre fucking rules about what we have to call everything and do and whatever. But we definitely love you and support you. So drop them rainbows because we do, man. I got your back, bro. We love you. You be who you are and you marry who you want and you love who you want. I love you no matter what you are. I'm dead serious about that. But we're not going to play make-believe either. So, but we do support the hell out of all you guys. So drop them rainbows in the chat, baby. It ain't Pride Month now, but fucking goddamn, you get a whole fucking month, man. I don't want to hear another fucking word out of any of you fucks. All right? Especially to you. I have a lot of gay listeners. Hey, listen. You shut the hell up. You get a whole month, motherfucker. I don't get a fucking month. I get one fucking day. I'm 1% black, too, by the way. 40. Yeah, I would think by WrestleMania 40. You got the rest of this year till April to WrestleMania 39. Then you got a whole year after that to build. It could be Cody Rhodes, guys. I mean, it could be Cody. But, I mean, I think Cody does have a shelf life because what I've seen from Cody Rhodes is that people will back him and get behind him. And they will love him and love him and love him. But what seems to happen with Cody Rhodes is eventually people get sick of him. Eventually, they get sick of him. He becomes, I don't know what the word, like obnoxious, or not obnoxious, but what's the word? There's a word for Cody that he becomes after a while that I'd like to mention. Is it? Oh God, it's somebody's gonna get it. It's not obnoxious. It's not that. It's actually similar to me a little bit. You may get sick of me if you watch me enough. You get sick of me. Yo, broken nerd, what's going on? You know. When you watch anybody, right? So if you watch anybody for a long enough time, you start to see their patterns. You start to feel like they're maybe lying, or they're always doing certain things, and you start to see these patterns, and you become resentful about it almost, or you become annoyed with it, or every little thing that they contradict, you want to call it out, and you start to get annoyed by them, and sometimes you stop watching because of that. Like, it's happened to me with YouTubers before where I've seen this, and I've been like, oh, I can't watch this guy anymore. Like, he always does this. So, like, it's, I don't know what the word is, though, but it's not that he is repetitive in a way. Pretentious. Pretentious is the word. Thank you. Pyrene Dream got it. He's very pretentious sometimes. And he comes off a little bit like that in the promos, and he comes off, and it's not his own, it's not even really his fault. Like, it's like you feel like he loves himself and he demands you love him, and it feels like that, self-absorbed, narcissistic almost. And I think eventually that starts coming through and people get sick of him. And that explains why people have done that with him before. And I think it will happen again. So eventually Cody Rhodes will have to become a heel because that's just the way he is. If he's honest and delivering these honest, beautiful promos about his daughter, his life, his family, and everything, eventually it comes off bad and people get annoyed by it. So he will go heel eventually. But I don't think he means to be he doesn't mean to do it. It's just the way he is. I think I do that sometimes myself. And I come off like, people don't like it eventually. So I think I do that sometimes too, but I think he really does it. He really kind of can't break away from that sometimes. I don't know, bro. Oh, pernicious. You didn't say pretentious? Oh, sorry, Pyrene Dream. Maybe somebody else did. Somebody else said pretentious. What did you say? Pernicious. Pernicious. Well, I'm going to have to look that word up. So, I have a GED. You broke me on that one. Is that pernicious? Does that mean to like that he expects he should have things? Is that what that word means? Let me see. Having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual and subtle way. Very pernicious. Huh. So it's almost like your self-entropy. That's funny. Having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual and subtle way. Yeah, a little bit. I would say it's a little bit of that, which results in his own character entropy. That's funny. That's a great word. I'm going to remember that. See, I just learned a word, man. Hey, listen, teach a man to fish. Right? I appreciate that, man. I learned a new word today. That's fucking awesome. I can only handle one new word a week, so that's the one. Pernicious. I will probably use that again sometime, and I hope you remember you helped me learn a word. Thank you. I mean it. That's fucking awesome. You don't often see that where I see a word and I go, you know what? I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't often see that. Pernicious is Vince McMahon effect in WWE. That's funny. Drew McIntyre, I think his time has passed a bit, but I do think Drew is an important figure. I see Drew McIntyre as kind of like a Sid or a Diesel from the WrestleMania 11 time, WrestleMania 12. I see Drew as like a Sid or a Diesel. And that's not a negative. I just see them as sort of like a B player in the spectrum of things, but a solid guy who can be booked on the card in a good spot. Now, maybe he can break through that and become the top guy again. That's a possibility because Drew is really good. But, you know, I don't know. And unfortunately, like, his time was killing it, and then and then COVID happened, which is just unfortunate to him. So that's too bad. Because he really could have been something, man. Tim Drake, thank you so much for the $69, man. What else did he say? Tim Drake said, excited for WrestleMania 40. Yeah, I thought it was going to be in New York. You know, I really would have thought so, too. And I probably would have made the trip out there if it was in New York. But it is in Philly, so I don't know yet if I will be able to make that sort of trip right now. Probably not. Because in the past, you know, I had nothing to do. I could just take time and do anything. Now I have so many things to do, I have no time to do anything. Probably won't make it out there. Probably just have to cover it from home. But, again, Drew McIntyre has been good, so you can't argue that. And I love Drew. We love him. And you obviously, you know, used to watch the show, so we have a special place in our hearts for Drew McIntyre. Ryback's talking about his bunghole.
Some ice and ran out. You got to swing by the 7-Eleven and just grab some ice and ran out. Take care of business. Cool off your bunghole. Like, it's not that I've ever done that, but...
Good Christ. What the hell's wrong with Ryback, bro? Something wrong with Ryback, bro. Everyone's sending me clips of him.
God. Oh. God, feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. God, let them be in the ring just ripping on the crowd, saying 2 is greater than 1, and God, just feed me more hit and let me be there. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that. God, let Bobby Lashley be in the ring, just posing and flexing like Vince loves. Let him just telling everybody he's the biggest, most jacked guy in the world and the toughest. And please just feed me more hit and let me come down and let us 2 muscle bears just tussle around and give the fans what they want. I don't do that. God, feed me Omega.
Oh my God, dude.
God, feed me. God, feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm gonna die, dude.
God, let them be in the ring just ripping on the crowd.
Oh my God. Gotta go off camera. my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
God, feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. God,
Oh my
let
God.
them be in the ring just ripping on the crowd. God, feed me Omega. The Young Bucks 2-on-1. Bucks 2-on-1. Young Bucks 2-on-1. Give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. Give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. God, feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1. God, let them be in the ring just ripping on the crowd. God, feed me Omega. God. God, feed me Omega. God, feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.
Oh my god, bro. What is going on? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm gonna die.
Let's finish it.
Well, I'm gonna be working on a video later. You know what I mean? Dr. DR from 206. Dr. Disrespect 206 from NY. Yes. That's right, midget vanilla New Yorker. You think you're Dr. Disrespect, but you're not, brother. Because Dr. Disrespect wouldn't drive an automatic Mustang, would he? No. That's right, everybody. Dr. Disrespect would drive a real manual. A man's manual. A car. He would be a real man and drive a manual. See, that's why it's called a manual, because a real man would drive it. You know what an automatic means? Automatically gay. I'm sorry. But thank you, Ryback. That was interesting.
Shit bum.
WWE announced that Riddle is injured, so Rollins versus Riddle won't happen at SummerSlam.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Oh no. What? When did they announce this? You have got to be fucking kidding me. Are you serious? Riddle is injured, ADTR? I didn't even know this. Oh my god, he has. You're right. I got 2 messages from it and I see it. Oh my god, bro. He really is. Matt Riddle is pulled from SummerSlam. Oh my god. Wow, he really is true. He really did. He really did get pulled. Wow. Wow. Man, SummerSlam is a piece of trash, guys. Wow, is it a piece of trash. Wow. SummerSlam is a piece of garbage, dude. Holy shit. Matt Riddle is injured. That was looking to be one of the best matches. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Oh my God, dude. Oh boy. Matt Riddle is injured and will not be at SummerSlam. This is bad news, man. This was going to be one of the best things about SummerSlam. Oh my God, man. Ryback, are you bummed about this? I know, man. Wait, are you bummed or are you jerking off? What's going? What? What the hell? Ryback, stop it! What are you doing? Stop it! Ryback, we're on the air! Ryback, stop it! My God! No, stop it, Ryback! Oh my God, no!
Give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.
No! What the hell? What the fuck? No! What? Why are you doing this? We're live. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Matt Riddle is injured and he is off of SummerSlam, though. Oh my God, bro. He is off of SummerSlam. Holy shit. This is, oh my God, dude. WWE, bro. SummerSlam has gone to hell, dude. That was one of the matches we said it the other night. That could steal the show. Now it's off the show. Dude, what is Seth Rollins doing to his opponents, man? He killed Cody Rhodes. Now Matt Riddle's out. Everybody's dead. I think me and Ryback are going to have to watch a porn together, Jag DePanzer. That's a great point. You remember when me and Tommy NC watched a porn together? Well, me and Ryback are going to have to watch one together as well. No doubt about it. I think you're on to something there. I think you're definitely on to something there. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Finish in it.
Hey, Tim Drake and DWELSH, thank you guys for the donations. ADTR as well, guys. You guys really, thank you guys. You fucking funded the show today like crazy. I also want to thank the $25 producers and the mega producers, too. We'll flash that up. Let me read the chat. I want to see what you guys are saying. There's more news coming through about this. This is nuts. Like, dude, this was what are we going to do? This was going to be one of the best matches at SummerSlam. We all said that. Oh, my God, bro. This is so bad. I can't even believe it's real. Dude, this is such bad news. This was one of the matches we were looking forward to stealing the show. Where's the card? I got to look up the SummerSlam card because what the hell is left? We're getting down to the nothing gritty here. To nothing left. Somebody call Fandango. That's a great point. Somebody call Fandango. We're going to need Fandango back. Matt Riddle injured, apparently. Tony Khan blasts the current narrative. Former WWE official critical of the Raw segment involving The Miz. I mean, yeah, who wasn't critical of that? It was a piece of garbage segment. Oh, man, I don't know. When did this happen with Riddle? Because I still don't see some reports. Who reported it originally? Let me see who reported it originally. Yep, it's pulled from SummerSlam. I mean, it's been an hour now. Yep, it's pulled due to injury. It's confirmed. WWE announced it themselves. How did I not even see that news? How the hell did I not see that news? Yeah, they should call it Gargano. Or something. Because this is a match that kind of the Smarks were looking forward to a bit. Wow. All that building up to this. And now Matt Riddle's actually injured. Oh, my God, bro. They're going to get rid of Matt Riddle soon because this is the second or third time he's been injured. And this is, well, actually, Vince isn't there anymore, so they might actually keep him still. I know that back in the day, though, once you started getting injured in major matches like 2-3 times, Vince would start seeing you as injury prone, and you would never really get booked in the best spots again. So maybe, because this is the second or third time now, I think that Riddle's been injured. And I know they love Riddle, so he's going to have a lot of chances, but I mean, but yeah, Vince isn't even there anymore. So yeah, so he should be fine. But yeah, this would normally be concerning. This sucks. This sucks. Matt Riddle is out and won't be at SummerSlam. The bad news just keeps stacking up. I got a little bit of time left for you guys, so keep talking in the chats. I'll try to read your questions, comments, and everything else. We got more news, more stuff's going on. And, of course, Super Chats are on if you want to use the Super Chat feature. I'm sorry, I didn't even put the donation link down below. You know, kudos to Tim Drake and everybody else who donated because you guys went and found the old link. That's crazy. I didn't even put the link in the chat for you guys. Thank you for that. That's crazy. And if you guys love Final Frontier News with me and Dave and you guys have enjoyed that, when you drop a dono, feel free to shout that out and let us know, man. That will help keep that show funded on Patreon. We'll have another episode coming soon. Dave's ready to go. And so I just got to jump on the horse and get going with that for episode number 2, I guess, on the relaunch. It's really episode number 25 or something. But when was Riddle injured before? You know, I don't know. I don't remember, but I know he was injured. You guys remember this, right? Didn't he just come back from injury? Like a few months ago? Didn't Riddle come back from injury? Right before he got back with Randy Orton? Or am I crazy? Maybe I'm just thinking of Randy Orton. I don't know, man, but I'm pretty sure Riddle was injured. Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't think he's been injured that much, but he's had a couple, I believe. You know? I'm not sure. Let's see. Tim Drake, thank you, bro. Tim Drake's the top dog right now. We're almost at 100 likes if you guys want to stick the thumb up my ass. Bro Kick, what's up, Bro Kick? How you doing, man? You can tell with Raw and SmackDown they're going to give the rest of Vince's plans. They're going with the rest of Vince's plans. SummerSlam night after, start the new era. Yeah, it seems like that. I would hope so. You know, I hope that the night after they start the new era. Now, there may be some things that were already planned ahead of time that they'll still stick with a little bit. You know, like there might be a few things that they're sticking with, or maybe even quite a few things that they're sticking with because everyone's already agreed to or likes, you know, so that's a potential. But I don't, you know, I don't know. Who the hell knows, right? Really? But realistically, I would like to think, hey, we're going to ride with these SummerSlam plans. If we got to make a couple little adjustments, we'll do it. And then the night after SummerSlam is like the new season, the new era begins. I'm assuming that's what they're going with. By the way, I would bring in Johnny Gargano. I would bring in any new life I could to start new things and do stuff if I was Triple H. I'm sure he's working on that, hopefully. And hopefully we see noticeable changes. I am hoping that we watch Monday Night Raw and we go, holy shit, this is a new era. That's what we all are hoping for. And Triple H is usually keen on stuff, so I would hope he knows that too. And that he wants to deliver that for us as well. That he's like, oh yeah, this is the new era. People are going to want the new era. Rybach, do you want the new era, bro? Are you back? Have you finished? God,
feed me Omega. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.
What?
God, let them be in the ring, just ripping on the crowd.
All right.
God, give me the Young Bucks.
Oh my God, Ryback. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? Dude, I hope the Young Bucks get a restraining order on you. What the hell is wrong with you, Ryback?
Finish it. Gurgle, gurgle.
All right, let's go back to the donations. Jesus.
You raised a piece of shit.
I see MJF on SmackDown soon.
Listen, if WWE is smart, they are going full blast to get MJF. Whoever, if anybody's smart. If you're Tony Khan, you're going full bore to get MJF in closure. And if you're WWE, boom, you got to get him. You got to go for him. You got to get him. You got to grab him. Absolutely, right now, you got to make the move.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Broken Nerd is here.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Well, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Broken Nerd.
Hey there.
My pronouns are he/him.
No.
I'm wearing a white Adidas t-shirt with blue underwear right under my gray shorts, and have a wooden cock.
Well, the wooden cock is a good thing. I mean, I think most people would want that. I think. Broken Nerd, thank you, man. Shout out to your pronouns. Appreciate it. By the way, my daughter, you know what my daughter said to me last night? My daughter was laying in bed with me. And she was on her tablet playing a game, and I said, well, you can lay in bed with me while you play your game, and you got to go to bed, you got to go to sleep. And she was creating a character, and she goes, "What is they them?" It says boy girl, then it says they them. I thought she's like, why are there? What is they them? She's like, aren't there two genders? Just boy and girl. And I went, oh my God, you'll get canceled for that. And she was like, what are you talking about? By the way, my daughter loves everyone. She's the first one to yell at somebody if she thinks somebody's being mean or racist or something. She'll be like, oh my God, you're racist. Don't be racist. Don't be mean. Don't be mean to people. Don't bully people. Like, she always is the first to jump on stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're going to get canceled for that, honey. And she's like, what are you talking about? There's boys and girls. What is it like? I don't understand this. And I'm like, well, that's because you're that's because you're a bad person. Oh, man, that was hilarious. So then she was like, well, but I don't get it. And I'm like, that's for crazy people. No, I'm like, I don't know. I just shook my head and said, I don't know. Some people want to be called other things. She goes, oh. So basically what I did was I was like, well, I want to identify as, neither. And my daughter goes, you're a psycho. Oh, it was great. Riddle is injured. It is not kayfabe, I don't think. It doesn't seem like it, but it could be. Could be kayfabe. There could be something going on here for kayfabe reasons. Maybe. Doesn't look good. I mean, WWE did tweet it out. So they're saying he's been pulled from SummerSlam, though. All the major news outlets are saying this, and I don't see people preferencing it with, probably a kayfabe storyline or could be part of the story. It could be a story, now that I think about it. I mean, he beat him up on Raw with the steps and everything and all those sort of things. I mean, maybe it's part of the story. And we're falling into that trap. I mean, that could be why WWE announced it. Maybe it is a storyline. Because that would make sense. And then he shows up with taped ribs or whatever. And that's why he's going to lose or win or whatever. I don't know. Could be a story. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to look for the news and trying to see what's the injury. Let's see. Have they clarified the injury? By the way, Matt Riddle was injured back in May. So for the people that couldn't remember, he was injured back in May. You know what? I think it might be a storyline. WWE announces that Riddle suffered a brutal injury on Raw. Yeah, I think it's part of the story. Resulted in brachial plexus injury, a stinger. Riddle is medically disqualified until full strength returns. I don't know, man. Why would they say this?
We had breaking news, and here it is, Matt. After that attack on Riddle by Seth Rollins on Monday, Riddle has suffered a brachial plexus injury, which is a really bad stinger that has resulted in some significant weakness. As of now, he is medically disqualified until full strength returns, and as a result of this, we can officially break here at Seth freaking Rollins versus Riddle at SummerSlam has been postponed.
I can't tell. This is actually rough, guys. I can't tell. First of all, they're using the word stinger, which is kind of an industry thing. We all know what it is now because we've all watched the behind the scenes on all wrestling and stuff like that. Back in the day, we didn't know what a stinger was. We didn't understand what that was, unless you were in sports and you understood the injury. But now they use it because they know we know what it is. So that doesn't mean it's not real or real. They could be doing this to get sympathy, and they'll say, like, guess what, Seth? You know, Seth's like, who's my opponent going to be? Like, I'll take on, it looks like I just win SummerSlam or something. And then it's like, my strength came back, you know, bro, or like his whatever. And he comes out, you know, taped up. That could be, but I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it is. It looks like it might be real. So it looks like it might be real. So there you go. Matt Riddle really could be out of SummerSlam. But they could be doing this to build sympathy for him for this epic moment where he does come out or whatever, trying to build sympathy for him and build something and get people to rally a little more behind him and make him seem more like a badass type of thing. It could be. I really don't know. I got to be honest. I don't 100% I'm not 100% sure. Ryback, what do you think, Ryback? Ryback?
Oh. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.
Oh, good God. Oh my God, bro. What the hell is wrong with you, Ryback? You're a sick bastard. Ryback is absolutely sick. I'm sickened by him, to be honest. Good God, Ryback. Oh my God, bro. Anyway, we're back. Thanks to everybody for clicking that like button, baby. Jam it up the rectum if you guys can. Leave a like. Riddle is, according to WWE, Riddle is out of SummerSlam. He will not be at SummerSlam. He is injured and disqualified due to a stinger. Usually I can tell right away if it's a storyline. I can't, but I want to say that it is a storyline only because the injury comes after the attack by Seth at the end of Raw, which makes me think it is part of some kind of a storyline. Honestly, but otherwise it's ironic that he got injured in that storyline of getting injured. So, you know, yes, he will be at SummerSlam. No, he's really hurt. I don't know. All right, there you go. There's a poll. I'll put the poll question up for a little bit there. Let me go back to the donations if we have any. I don't know if we have any left, but if we do, let's see.
Shit bum.
We do.
I have made it home in one piece. Will you be live again tonight after?
Yes, sir. I will be live tonight after AEW Dynamite, DWELSH. You got it, brother. So I will definitely see you tonight live after AEW Dynamite. So I hope you guys are here. As soon as Dynamite ends, I'll be live right here. How many times did I just say right here? Right here, right here, right here. DWELSH, $5 shit bum. Thank you so much, Welsh. Plus Welsh dropped to 25 earlier, man. He makes it a solid 30 now. Thank you so much. Matt Riddle got injured due to a pit of spikes, says Delusional A-hole. Okay. Riddle turns heel, potentially. Horny back, says A. Bowers. A. Bowers called him fucking horny back.
He's a piece of shit.
It's a work. Seth versus Roman SummerSlam.
I agree in closure. I think it's a work. We got worked, bro. That's what happens when I'm live. I'm like, oh, is it really breaking wrestling news? Oh my God, it could be. Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh no, it's just another work. Oh boy. Well, what are you gonna do? So yeah, it looks like it might be a work. I mean, I didn't really think about I forgot about the attack at the very end of Raw the other night, so like that makes sense. So now, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that this is a work as well. It's good to be here with you guys live. How you guys doing? Did anyone win the Mega Millions yet? So you guys could fund the show 100%? No? Another random world title match with no story on Dynamite, says Sandman Sizzle. Yeah, AEW's a little bit in trouble right now. They're a little bit of a scatterbrain right now. So, Tony Khan, feel free to call me and I will help you. Not that you really need it. You've been great, but I will try to help. Tony Khan, give me a call. I have nothing else to do. Please call me. And I would love to help out. I think I talked to Tony Khan back in the day on AOL chat rooms. I swear to God, that guy, I remember him. Didn't know I was talking to like a rich fucking genius, but yeah, I do. I swear to God, I remember him. Angelo Dawkins. Ricky, what up, Ricky? How you doing, man? I'm going to be 40 years old soon. That's scary to me. What up, Kenagon? Joe, what if they get Mr. Kennedy? They might get Mr. Kennedy. I don't know. It's up to $1 billion now. Holy shit. Do you guys remember when the Mega Millions went up to a crazy amount? And I did a live stream on it back in the day, and we got like 10,000 people watching me live as we gave out the numbers to the Mega Millions. You guys remember that? That was a crazy fucking stream. It was back in, when was it? I don't remember. It was like, I don't know, bro. But we fucking, it was nuts. I remember it was crazy. It was like, it was way back when. Got like 50,000 views, and we had like 12,000 live viewers as I gave the numbers away. We only gained like 300 subs because nobody cared. They were like, all right, thanks for the numbers. I'm out. See you. Talk about giving up. Yeah, Vince gave up his shares. We haven't talked about that yet. Good point, Dave. This is interesting that he forfeited the shares. However, this take us back to, and I've only got a few more minutes, guys. So make sure you guys want to say something, drop it in the chat, man, because I've only got a few minutes left. I got to get back to work, unfortunately. I want to stay here with you guys for hours and hours if I could, to be honest, but fortunately now I've got a lot of problems. Yeah, remember when Vince McMahon sold a bunch of his shares? Vince McMahon sold about $20 million worth of shares a year ago and a couple of years ago. So to me, this guy might have seen this coming a long ways. He sold a shitload of shares years ago because now he's forfeited the remainder of his shares, right? Which I don't even know what that means 100%. Forfeiting shares. A forfeit share is an equity share investment which is canceled by the issuing company. A share is forfeited when the shareholder fails to pay the subscription money called upon by the issuing company. Like, I got to look into that because there's got to be a lot of details that I don't even know about as far as that goes. John Philibin, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. And thanks to Therese for subbing to the channel as well. Welcome to the show, man. We've had over 300 subs over the past couple of weeks. Crazy. 71,226 subscribers. Yeah, so he forfeited all his shares. And just a little while back, he sold millions in shares. But he forfeited 38,000 shares, Terry Gordon. Good point. That's what it was. Joe's going to need a walker soon. Yeah, I'll probably need a walker. I'll probably need someone to walk me like a dog. Like, I'll be the next dog walker. I'll be needed to be walked like a dog myself, to be honest. Much appreciated, bro. But yeah, man, I got to roll, to be honest. I wish I could stay longer. I would stay longer, you know. If I gain 500 patrons today, all of a sudden, I would probably just stay longer. I will have something on that Ryback thing up later because that was fucking hilarious. And I hope you guys like that. Hit that like button if you can. Vince forfeited 38,000 shares. Yep, that's what it was. He only forfeited 38,000 shares. He still has 69,000. So that's interesting. Have we done the math on whether he's still majority holder? Then he's not the majority anymore then, right? What up, man? How you doing? Mr. Kincaid, how are you, sir? This is just the start. Rose, you're right. I mean, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and you were definitely adamant about this is just the start. And now we've seen 2 examples of just the start already. So there's more to come. Todd Fair, thank you. Todd Fair is the king of monetize this. Todd Fair became a $25 producer on Patreon. Thank you to Todd Fair for doing that. And shout out to the mega producers, Joe Bishop, SITH, NEGAN, Nikki J, the Weed God, Matt Rossmeyer, and everybody else, man. Thank you guys so much. Guys, if you can, click the like button on your way out. If you haven't watched this whole show, go back and watch this video from the beginning because there's a lot of points I made earlier, and there's so much more. Plus, tonight is AEW Dynamite. I'll be live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern right here live. Make sure you're here for that. Don't miss it. In closure, thank you. Tim Drake was the top donation. Thank you to Tim Drake for that. And I'll be live with you again tonight, okay? We did an hour here. I'm appreciative to be able to get this hour with you, but certainly there's so much more to talk about. So we'll see what happens. And I'm good to roll, man. Thank you guys once again. I'll see you tonight. See you tonight. Keep watching my channel right now if you guys want. There's so much more to watch. Your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, man. You feel old at 34. I mean, yeah, I feel old now at 38. I felt old at 30. I felt old at 30. But now I'm 38. So now, I mean, like, it just flies by and you don't even realize it. And, you can't get over it. If you guys want, here's my mystery video. You guys want a mystery video? Here's me ranting on Keith Lee. We'll see how this ages as Keith Lee is looking better now, to be honest, because of the championships and Swerve, but he still hasn't cut good promos. But if you want to relive me, watch this mystery video popping up down below, or become a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, and you guys will get all the alerts that I'm live if you're a patron of at least $1, but certainly if you can become a bigger patron and join the 192 patrons. We've crawled back to 192 patrons, which is the highest in 3 or 4 months. Check out Patreon right here. Support the show. Rollins versus Edge. Rollins versus AJ Styles. Yeah, it could be Rollins versus AJ Styles, I guess. I just don't get excited about AJ Styles because I know he doesn't care. You know what I mean? WrestleMania in Philadelphia. WrestleMania 40 in Philly. It's in a dump. Just kidding, though. I love you, Philly. You're going to be a great crowd. WrestleMania 40 will be a better crowd than WrestleMania Los Angeles, no doubt about it, because these people are more blue-collar. So, I mean, hey, man, I'm shocked that WrestleMania is in Philly, but hey, where else was it going to be, really, when you think about it? I thought maybe New York, but, again, Philadelphia's had good WrestleManias before. I think back to WrestleMania 15 all the time, and the one more recently. Catch you guys later. I got to run. I'll see you. Thanks so much.
God, feed me Omega. God, get. God, give me the Young Bucks 2-on-1.